Know your place, yeah, know your place, yeah. I got like right now, I'm impatient. I got women on the cell trying to give me. I still wish it would, I still wish I'm well, yeah. Put my problems in. Only check up when the checks come.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. We're on to the divisional round now. 2 steps away from playing on the biggest stage in sports. It's the Raiders going up against the Jets.
All right, Larry, EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Coming up, it's Divisional Round Saturday. We've got an AFC battle on tap between the Oakland Raiders and the New York Jets. The first of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway. Throwing on first down is Carr. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. They were trying to liven up this playoff game very early on. Pretty deep throw, but good coverage.
I think they were counting on the defenders being a little tight, a little over-anxious early, and trying to catch them flat-footed and get a big play.
Back to the air on second down. It's Carr. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. In motion, Patterson. Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. That's Cordero Patterson hauling it in. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Running for it. Here's Lynch. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And the Jets are going to get the football here in great field position. And they'll start this drive with very good field position.
No, check, Patriot!
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd down. They'll send the tight end in motion left. On 3rd down, it's Davis. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
But forget knowing where the 1st down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front. And a lot of times that is one-on-one. And if you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
So the opening drive for them here on their home turf results in a field goal.
Now that's the way you want to get things started. Your stadium, your crowd, you've got the ball, but points on the board first and let everyone start to celebrate.
And now Oakland ready to take the field. And on that last drive, went for it on fourth, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on fourth down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
5 yards left for the offense. It's second down. On second down, Lynch. And he'll lose yardage here. Going down back at the 28. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
Wow, that play got shut down in a hurry.
As soon as the snap came, you could see defensively they were just closing in. That was going nowhere.
Yeah, you count on your offensive line to give you a little bit of space, a little bit of time so you can make a move. There was none there for him.
Over the middle, he gets it to Patterson. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Carr fighting Patterson there for a Raider first. First down, the run with Lynch. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
All right, partner, despite my eating habits, I'm not big enough to play offensive tackle, nor am I quick enough. But with the defensive ends nowadays and their speed, those guys have to be able to punch and dance, and it's a tough, tough job to contain them.
Carr. Oh, he'll just get rid of this one deep. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. And this pass defense, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this first quarter.
You know, we often talk about how offenses get locked in, and that runs over multiple games where they're really, in that zone. Defenses can be the exact same way, and I think we're seeing an example of it here.
And incomplete. Almost intercepted. The D lineman almost had it. Couldn't hang on. So on fourth down, here's Marquette King to punt it away. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. Now the Jets offense gets ready to head back on the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Hackenberg now to throw on first. Flush to his right. Letting one go deep for a Nunwa. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later.
And they're going to go soft on the corners.
No, check, Patriot!
Throwing again, Hackenberg on 2nd and 10. Flushed out right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third.
Have to give a lot of credit to the defense on that play. They were prepared. Ordinarily, when they take the big shot downfield to the big guy, that's usually a mismatch that the offense is used to winning. But the preparation showed for the defense, and they were able to bat it away.
Watch it now, Barney!
On third down, Hackenberg. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they will set up shop at their own 26-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
They start the drive with Lynch, and they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They'll keep pounding here with Lynch. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. That burst good for 20 and a first down. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. They'll run it now out of the gun. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. Now Carr, and he'll have his man. That's Cooper. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. A Raider first down as Carr finds Cooper. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. They bring Crabtree in motion right. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. To throw, it's Carr. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
On 3rd down, they go Lynch. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing.
Ready to go now in the 2nd quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Raiders in possession of the football. And they've got it here with a first down. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. They'll run with Lynch. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
On play action, now Carr, and he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. Darren Lee coming in from that outside linebacker spot. He gets him down for a loss of 5. Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long. Working from the gun, it's Carr. Escaping the pressure right, and he'll slide down to avoid the contact. The scramble good for a nice gain of 10 yards, but still 4th down.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a 1st down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
And the 39-year-old veteran puts it right through, and that will tie us at 3-3. And, Charles, they get the field goal. Took him a dozen plays, though.
Work with me on this one. You know what I'm about to say, right? Bend but don't break. That's what came into play here for the defense. 12 plays were run at them. They only gave up 3 points. In a lot of ways, that's a win for the defense.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Jets offense now works their way back onto the field. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their 3rd possession. They don't have a 1st down yet.
So that means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams, it's a change in tempo, usually moving it to more up-tempo type of an offense just to try and change their fortunes right now. What they've been doing so far isn't working. Maybe they'll do that.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Mario Edwards able to drop him for a loss of 4. On 2nd down, here's Hackenberg. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Gary and Conley. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. A swing pass caught. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Cordero Patterson, 33 yards. And the Raiders are able to cash in for 6. And it is up. And it's good. That'll make our score 10-3 now. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Jets offense about set to take over as they head onto the field. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. And they'll send the tight end in motion left. They go again with Davis. Only a gain of a yard there, but it indeed gets them a new set of downs. Maybe a little sign of life here offensively, Charles. They get their first down. They didn't have any in quarter number one.
And I think what we're seeing is great evidence of good scouting by both teams, right? Understanding what they like to do, their best plays, try and take those away early. So now we're seeing some adjustments, and they end up getting their first down.
Now let's go. Watch it. Detroit. Detroit now. Lucky 56. Lucky.
Second down, Hackenberg being chased out left. Now he'll throw deep left side. And this is taken in at the 5. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Robbie Anderson, 69 yards. And the Jets are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And he'll put it through, and that evens us up at 10 apiece. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So out come the Raiders. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Carr now to throw. And an alley to run. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. Solid gain of 18 and a Raider first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
They'll run again with Lynch. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Now Carr. They'll set up the screen to Lynch. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's into the clear. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Marshawn Lynch, 47 yards. And the Raiders have moved out in front. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Yeah, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, whoever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
And New York set to take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
First down, Hackenberg. Buying time to his left. And some room to roam now. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. And it's a rush to the line right now for the Jets.
Detroit! Detroit! No. Now let's go. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit! Now let's go.
Now Davis. And he's got room. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. They go play action here on first down. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down. And it's a rush to the line right now for the Jets. They'll throw now with Hackenberg. Steps away to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, third down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense, great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone, and especially against deep balls as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
Now it's the Chiefs' all-time leading rusher. It's Jamal Charles on the carry. Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before. We get to halftime. Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on fourth down. On play action, it's Hackenberg. Forced out to his left. Throw left side complete. It's Hansen. It goes as a pickup of 23. And it's first down, New York. One crisis averted, but they still need to move hastily. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. As it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Second down following the run. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They go play action. Hackenberg. That's complete right around the 8. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. On third down, it's Davis. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. Catanzaro's kick is right through. So it's on to hold that thought, Mr. Ridley. We've got a trip to the title game on the line. Folks are eager to get right back to the action. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And now out come the Jets. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to it.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
They'll run with Davis. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it was the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
To throw, Hackenberg. Dancing to his left. Now he'll throw deep left side. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Robbie Anderson. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Jets are going to retake the lead. And that one gives them a 3-point lead. Catanzaro out now as he'll kick this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Carl try it again on second down. And now off to the races down the right side. And he brings this one back. It's a pick-6 and a Jet touchdown. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism, because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
Well, no, I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. This is taken near the 13. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And fresh off the pick-6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory. Right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
Comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? Yeah. 10 yards still left on second down.
93.
To throw again. Carr looking deep for Crabtree. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. So their woes on offense continue. That's the second pick thrown here in the third quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised. But that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is even tougher.
Flush to his right, and some room to work. And he slides to avoid the hit. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Hackenberg now being chased out left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. And this is taken in at the 5. And he'll be down deep into Oakland territory. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 59 yards.
Here we go. 3-19.
Now they'll put a receiver in motion left. Here's Davis now. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. A great play there. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the interception by the Jets D leads to a touchdown.
Here we go.
Here's Hackenberg. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
The Raiders offense now, they trot back out, and they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Now Carr. Over the middle, it's Jared Cook. 30. 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Jared Cook, 78 yards. And the Raiders get a score closer. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Jets have got it. I know they're down, but starting the third quarter there with the onside kick, what'd you think?
Well, I think that they're looking at it as we may not have as many possessions in this game as we want. There may be that sense and that feel, but they've got to go ahead and make something happen. Steal a possession, try and steal some points, and get themselves right back in a position to try and win the game.
A first down throw for Hackenberg. Buying time to his left. Now he'll throw deep left. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Robbie Anderson saving his best for the playoffs with his third touchdown of the game. And the Jets find a way to stretch their lead. Captain Zero out now as he'll kick this one away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And now Oakland ready to take the field. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Throwing on first down is Carr. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
Here's Carr. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Darren Lee in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. Play action. Now it's Carr. He's going to float this one deep right side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Fair to say the secondary play, whichever side you're on, hasn't really been a glowing exhibition so far, but a nice job there to prevent a long completion.
I agree with you, but at some point, someone had to make a play and try and stop this exhibition of almost speed racing that we've been watching, huh?
Yeah, it has been quarterback and receiver dominated. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. So out now come the Jets. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, I feel like you can take the spirit away from another team. That their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Chad Hansen, the intended receiver, and now it's second down.
This defense could use some more of these types of plays. How about him reading it, driving on the football, and he's right there for the pass breakup.
And on 2nd and 10 now. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers.
Here we go now. Boom, there. Detroit, Detroit. Hurry up, here we go. Boom,
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. 8 yards on the ground there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 2. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
On 3rd down, it's Davis, and he gets it to the 32, good enough for a first down. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. This is caught inside the 15. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Robbie Anderson, 68 yards. And the Jets are going to add on to their lead. And he'll bang that one through. Catanzaro out now as he'll kick this one away. This is taken near the 13. The Raiders offense now making their way back out onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down. Second down now after the incompletion. 6-18. They fake the handoff. Now Carr. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Throwing his car on third down. Airing one deep for Crabtree. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a fourth down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Here's Marquette King now as he's on to punt for Oakland. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And he'll take this in at the 1-yard line. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Jets take possession. And New York set to take the field. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just give them a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent is really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
And now they're just looking to add to that total. And an alley to run. And avoids the contact by sliding. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
Steps away to his left. Now he's going to throw deep back up. This is caught inside the 15. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. A big play there. 63 yards. And the Jets find a way to stretch their lead. And Charles, correct me if I'm wrong, I think they just went 4 verts there against cover 2, didn't they?
They did, and it's really an excellent route versus cover 2, because the longer it develops, the more stress is put on the safeties, because they're the ones back, each with half the field responsibilities. The corners don't retreat very far in cover 2. They're closer to the line of scrimmage, so now you've got 4 receivers putting pressure on 2 guys covering. Usually you'll find someone open, and that's exactly what they did there. Made the catch and carried it all the way into the end zone.
Carr now on first down. Looking deep for Crabtree. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
Credit the secondary and credit the defensive game plan. They've been in his hip pocket all game long. They understood coming in that he was a big-time receiver.
Second down following the incompletion. Throwing again. Carr. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Marcus May with a pick.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his second interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
The interception. Here's Hackenberg. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Moore. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. Back now here on EA Sports. Hackenberg on second down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hansen. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. A big play there. 73 yards. And this Jets offense continues to pour it on. Catanzaro out now as he'll kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Trying for Cooper again. This time he finds it. That catch good for 5. It's third down. Here's Carr to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Leonard Williams in there to drop him for a 4-yard loss, and it'll be fourth down. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on fourth down. In motion, Patterson. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on fourth down. In motion, Patterson. Now Carr, got to have this one. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this is going to be incomplete. A gutsy call by Jack Del Rio, but it does not pay off. And the Jets are going to get the football here in great field position. Here's the Jet offense now. They head out to take over. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
So it'll be first down here after the run. carry. It's Davis. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And this Jet offense starting to run away with this one. Point after now from Catanzaro. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Catanzaro out now as he'll kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raider offense now making their way toward the huddle. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points. So they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Going for the deep ball. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Now Carr. Caught left side to Crabtree. Carr to Crabtree. Good for a Raider first down.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
No gain on the play there. It'll be second down. Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down. Shotgun now for Carr. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. And he takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Marcus May with a pick. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
with the Eagles.
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it was against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. Now a direct snap. It's Jamal Charles. And some space here. Whoosh. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. That good for 22 and a first down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage. Use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. And a long way to go for the offense here on second down.
All right, now look at 56. Detroit! All right, here we go. Now look at now. Watch it now, Barney. All right, now look at 56. Look at 56. Watch it now. Over.
Hackenberg to throw it this time. Forced out to his left. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. The Jets on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is third down and 12. From the gun, Hackenberg. The swing pass caught, and he doesn't quite make it. They do stop him, but he gets it all the way down to the 1. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And now the offense operates in the red zone.
No. Check. Patriot. Here we go now. Watch him now, Barney.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now. No question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah. What a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. And he's got it up and through. Cat and 0 out now as he'll kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
Watch tight. Tight is right. Watch tight. Tight is right. Down. 20 express. 4 down. Check. 4 down.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Jordan Jenkins in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Now Carr throwing on second down. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. On third down. That's Lynch. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. It's a 7-yard run, but it does bring up fourth down.
I like what they were thinking on defense. Just guard the first down sticks. Don't let anyone pass that. Didn't matter whether they threw it or ran it. They just ended up rallying to the football on the running play and stopped them short of a first down.
And they're moving on to the conference championship. How